Jai Shri Ram. Sri Krishna's life was first narrated by Shuka Maharshi to Parikshit. Shuka Maharshi is the son of Vyasa, and Parikshit is the grandson of Arjuna, the son of Abhimanyu and Uttara. So, Parikshit happened to commit a folly, a papam. He went hunting, which he shouldn't have in the first place. Parikshit is famous for having caught Kali. Parikshit actually embodied Satyayugam because during his rule he was known as a universal king. He ruled the whole of the world and there was peace and plenty. People were happy. It was like Satyayuga. But Kali entered and Parikshit saw a Shudra king beating a cow, and beside that there was a bull with 3 legs broken and only one intact leg. So the cow was Prithvi, that is Earth, Mother Earth, and the bull was Dharma, whose 4 legs were Tapas, Shaucham, Daya, Satyam. Tapa, Tapas, Tapa, Shaucham, Daya, Satyam. Except Satyam, all the other three legs were broken. So Parikshit caught hold of this rascal and he wanted to kill him. But he pleaded. He fell at his feet and pleaded. So Parikshit vanquished him. He told him to get lost. And he said, where can I get lost? The entire world is your kingdom. So please tell me where I can stay. So Parikshit consigned him to these places. The Abattoir, Abbattoir. Abattoir is an English word which means butchery, where animals are killed. So stop eating meat. So Kali resides in meat and where animals are butchered. And then bars, where drinking alcohol, and brothels, where prostitution is the business, and then gambling, casinos. So don't enter casinos, don't get into the casino habit. And then gold, illegally acquired gold. Illegally acquired gold. So you can remember mafia. The mafia is indulging in all kinds of illegal activity. So, in a way, Parikshit consigned Kali to the abattoir, the bars, brothels, casino, and the mafia, illegally acquired gold. If you legally acquire gold with your hard earned money, then it's all right. So, this is important. So, Parikshit was a great king, a universal king. Parikshit is mentioned even in the Vedas, in the Atharva Veda, he is mentioned. There is a hymn to Parikshit. But unfortunately, Parikshit one day wore the crown of Jarasandha, who was killed by Bhima. Bhima killed Jarasandha, otherwise Jarasandha would have joined the Kauravas. So before the Kurukshetra, Jarasandha was killed by Bhima. And Jarasandha's crown was taken away by Bhima and it was kept in the treasury. It was a beautiful crown with lot of gems and diamonds. Parikshit wore that crown because he found it very wonderful. And you see, by wearing Jarasandha's crown, his mind got polluted. Kalushitamaipoyindanamata. So illegally earned gold is very dangerous. In fact, you should not eat food in anyone's house who has earned money illegally, because that food itself is contaminated and it will contaminate your thinking and you will suffer the bad consequences. There are many stories to support that. Therefore, do not eat anywhere and everywhere simply because somebody is giving annadanam. Don't start go and eat it, because he would have earned money by illegal means and also by means in which somebody has suffered. So Parikshit made that blunder. Though he was a great man, a very knowledgeable man, praised in the Vedas, he wore Jarasandha's crown. That Jarasandha's crown should have been returned to Jarasandha's successors. It is their karma. So Parikshit wore Jarasandha's crown and went hunting. First of all, he should not have hunted because hunting is taboo. It is prohibited in the Vedas. You should not kill any animals. So in the hunt, he shot a deer which was wounded and it was running away. and it hid somewhere. So Parikshit landed at Shamika Rishi's hermitage. And Shamika Rishi was in dhyana. He was in Maunavrata. He was not talking, he was doing dhyana. Parikshit wanted a glass of water, nobody offered him. So, and this man was seemingly not listening. So Parikshit got angry, all because of the effect of that crown, Jarasanda's illegally acquired gold crown. Jarasandha tortured many people, remember. So, because of this effect of the crown, see, never take anything from anybody who is asuric temperament, tamasic temperament, because that will affect you. So, because of the effect of the crown, Parikshit got angry. He did not notice that the rishi was in dhyana. He should have gone his way. Instead of that, he got very angry. He picked up a dead snake and put it on Shamik Rishi's neck. And he went away. But Shamik Rishi's son, Shringi Rishi, came back home. He noticed the dead snake. He found out, and then he cursed Parikshit that he will die because of a snake bite within 7 days. Now the son was angry for the ill treatment of his father. But when Shamik Rishi realized the curse, he chided, he scolded his son, and he immediately sent one of his disciples to Parikshit to warn him that he has been cursed, so he should take precautions. So Parikshit wanted to take precautions, but Namitya Rishibhashitam. Remember, once you are cursed by a rishi or a holy man or a person who has a sattvic, daivik temperament or a Ram Bhakta, beware, you will be destroyed. Nothing can save you. So, Parikshit wanted somebody to help him. Kashyapa Rishi tried, but then Kashyapa Rishi knew how to cure snake bites. But then Takshaka somehow convinced Kashyapa Rishi that this is Vidhi, he has to die. And Takshaka offered also a lot of wealth. And Kashyapa Rishi was convinced because of the Vidhi. Destiny works its way out, so he didn't want to interfere. So finally, Parikshit was advised that since anyway now he is going to die, they took all precautions. He was put in a tower and it was full security was provided. And then Parikshit was advised by rishis to listen to Bhagavatam, because if you listen to the Bhagavatam, Krishna will save you. So Shuka Maharshi, Vyasa's son, narrated the life of Sri Krishna for the first time to Parikshit. So Shuka to Parikshit, that is the first time Krishna's life was narrated by anybody to anybody. Then the same story, Bhagavatam, was retold by Ugrashrava. Ugrashrava is another son of the disciple of Vyasa. Vyasa's disciple Romaharshana was taught all the Puranas, who was a great raconteur, Kathavachak. His son was Ugrashrava, another great raconteur. So Ugrashrava narrated Bhagavatam to the rishis in the Naimisharanya. So that is, please remember, Krishna's life was first narrated by Vyasa's son Shuka Maharshi to Parikshit, and then Bhagavatam was next narrated by Ugrashrava, who is the son of the disciple of Vyasa. Romaharshana's son was Ugrashrava, and Ugrashrava narrated Krishna's life to the rishis. Now I will quickly recount all the Rakshasas whom Krishna killed. Now remember, everything in Hinduism can be taken literally and metaphorically, symbolically. So, Krishna, starting with Putana. Krishna killed Putana. Now, Putana, as you know, is a woman who was commissioned by Kamsa to poison Krishna and kill him. So, be careful. There are all kinds of Putanas everywhere who will try to. Now, Putana in the story is a lady, is a woman. But that does not, in real life, symbolically, you can understand Putana as a person who pretends to be your friend and who will poison your life because he is of a tamasic and asuric nature. So be careful with these Putanas. So, Putana was the first. Then Trinavarta, the whirlwind, the tornado, twister. Krishna kicked him and he died. Shakatasura, cartwheel. All these demons were commissioned, Rakshasas, Asuras were commissioned by Kamsa. Now, if you are wondering what's the difference between an Asura and Rakshasa, Asuras fight with Devas, Rakshasas eat humans. So they're all bad people, evil people, demons. Shakatasura, cartwheel. Kagasura, the crow. Kagasura is the crow. Bakasura is the stork, the crane. Aghasura is the python. Aghasura, python. Pralambasura, forest fire. Krishna consumed the fire. Pralambasura, forest fire. Vyomasura, bat, Gabilam. Vyomasura is the bat demon. And Keshi, Keshava. Krishna is called Keshava because Keshi was a horse. Demon who came in the form of Rakshasa, Asura who came in the form of a horse. Keshi Nishudana, Keshi. And then Vatsasura, Vatsa, a demon who came in the form of a calf. The same Vatsasura is also known as Dhenukasura. Vatsasura, Dhenukasura means in the form of a calf. And he joined the cow herd. Krishna noticed them, noticed this rascal and killed him. Vatsasura, Dhenukasura is the calf. Arishtasura. Arishtasura is the bull. A bull entered the cow herd in order to kill Krishna. So Krishna finished off this fellow. Arishtasura is the bull. And then Panchajanya. Panchajanya is the Asura who lived in a conch shell. Krishna's guru was Sandipani. Sandipani's Guru Dakshina. Sandipani's son died prematurely. So Krishna and Balarama went to Yamalokam and recovered the Atma of Sandipani's son. And Sandipani's son was actually killed by this Panchajanya Asura who was living at the bottom of the sea. And he was in a conch shell. So he was in a miniature form. So after killing him, that conch shell was claimed by Sri Krishna. So Krishna's Shankam is called Panchajanyam. Panchajanyam is the name of the Asura whom Krishna killed. Then Krishna killed Chanura. Chanura is a great wrestler. Chanura Mushtika. Mushtika was killed by Balarama. So Chanura is a wrestler. And Krishna killed Kamsa, Narakasura. Narakasura who imprisoned 16,000 women because he wanted to marry them and conduct some tantric rituals. So Krishna finally married all of them. Once they were freed, they were in jail for 1 year. They couldn't go back because they said if we go back, people will say all manner of things, what happened to Sita in Ramayana. After she stayed for 1 year, though she is pure as Agni, people cast aspersions, so we cannot go back. So since they were saying that if they go back, they will not be accepted by society, they'll have to commit suicide. So Krishna said, don't worry. So there's no option. So Krishna married them all. So Narakasura's son, Bhagadatta. Bhagadatta was crowned the king. Bhagadatta fought for the Kauravas. Bhagadatta's daughter, Bhanumati, was the wife of Duryodhana. So anyway, Narakasura's story, Narakasura was also killed by Krishna, and Krishna killed Dantavakra and Shishupala. Dantavakra and Shishupala are Jaya Vijaya reborn during the Dwapara Yuga. Ravana, Kumbhakarna, Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha in the and all the final succeeding this Dwapara Yugam, Dantavakra and Shishupala. So these are the names of all the demons Krishna killed. I'll quickly list them out. Putana, Trinavarta, whirlwind. Shakatasura, cartwheel. Kagasura, crow. Bakasura, stork. Aghasura, python. Pralambasura, forest fire. Vyomasura, bat demon. Keshi, horse. Vatsasura or Dhenukasura is the calf. Arishtasura is the bull. Panchajanyam is the conch. Chanura, wrestler. Kamsa, Narakasura, Dantavakra and Shishupala. Of course, the first one was Putana. I think I missed it out. Jai Shri Ram.